Welcome back, lots of mobile fans. Thank you very much for tuning in, and today we are going to be getting up to date with all of the SizeMatters action that has happened in the last couple of days. And kicking this one off is Ego with a 322 million target, hopefully asleep in familiar gear. And as you know, taking a rally out of gear can be extremely damaging, so we're hoping this guy doesn't come online. I'm hoping very much that I don't see that gear swap, and it really is tense times as that rally goes marching in, hoping that the gear does not swap, hoping that we don't get capped. But do you know what, we are not worried. We have enough leads that if one of us goes down, we can all follow up, especially if this guy gets hurt. Ego is getting capped on this one, but my lordy lord, down to 265 million might. It's pretty crazy how he managed to cap with that many losses. So losing 3 million troops there at least, 151 million might total combined. 322 million might down to 265. He gained some kills, but certainly won't be coming online celebrating that one. And he did come online and shield, and I wish him all the best for the rebuild as always. And moving on swiftly, we have a guy in a monster hunting guild and definitely not taking this rally seriously. We have his troop comp, we know what we've got to get through, and it's pretty impressive. I didn't manage to get my hands on it. And he's sat in some sort of fake gear here, really not anticipating that this is in fact a real T4 rally. He probably just didn't think that we are crazy enough to even try it, so he's having a laugh as well. He's throwing out the stickers, he's throwing on his fake gear. Little does he know this is a real rally, and we are not afraid of getting capped. So here it comes now as we carpet in towards him, not even giving him a chance to look if it was real or not. And victory, 2.5 million red deads and 8.2 million survived, and you can see my reaction there. And that is a lesson learned, that you should always take rallies on you seriously. You never know when some crazy mofos are going to come along, and just as you think it's a fake rally, it is actually real. So you could see if he took T4 reigns there, it would have been fine. He would have had plenty of front line to just sit with all of that meat either side, counter that cav rally coming in gear. He would have been absolutely fine. So dropping him down massively there, and I wish him all the best. Moving on, we have a 626 million might target in familiar gear once again. And I've got the scout on this one. I'm looking forward to showing it off, just so you understand the type of targets that we are willing to go into. 1.7 mil of each T4, 2.1 mil of each T2, and Labia excited to get capped by this guy, excited to go in first and hopefully cause some damage along the way. And mainly we are just hoping that we don't see this guy come online. Obviously he could cap the first one or two offline, but that's not what we want. So in comes Labia, and we are hoping that we're going to see a little drop there. Nice, almost a 30 million might drop. And of course Labia gets capped, but what an absolute warrior, willing to get capped for the team and causing some real damage on that front line. So we'll be hoping that this next rally causes even more damage, and of course he doesn't come online, and we're looking good so far. And shout out to Labia for stepping up first and getting capped first. And I'm pretty sure a lot of guilds would shy away from targets like this, especially after getting capped, thinking, why are we doing this, why are we losing all of this T4, this guy could just come online and completely ruin our day. But honestly, that is a risk we are willing to take at SizeMatters to get these awesome zeros. So in comes Ego, willing to die for the cause, 599 million might, still in familiar gear, and Ego gets capped as well, joining Labia but dropping him down to 559 million might, and he's still in familiar gear. So boom, we are looking good, and hopefully we can see the fire burn when this one hits. Hardy boys stepping up and willing to get capped for this one. And it really is these types of targets that just wouldn't be an option if we didn't have all of these incredible rally leads willing to lose their troopers and willing to get capped at a moment's notice, and all of the fillers as well putting in their troops for the cause. So it's a big shout out to SizeMatters as we get ready for this hardy rally to be released. And already we have dropped this target from 626 million might down to 559 and he's still got Ego and Labi as leader, still not come online and switch gear. So we are hoping this will be the rescue rally. This will be the rally where we finally see the fire burn. And as always, it's very tense times as this hardy rally gets released. 559 million might, and looking like he is very offline still. The rally finally seeing the fire burn and dropping him down to 508 million might, and we are really in dreamland now. Hopefully one rally away from the zero. And fair play to his guild, they did rein him on this one, taking 1 million wounded, trying their very best to stop this, but it is no use. The savages come in hard, and he has taken some serious losses even before this, but on this one, 419k inf, 700k T4 range, and that is over 1 million T4 losses in one rally for this individual. So Ego now setting up that last rally, very much hoping that the solos will be successful after this one. A&E, the vultures, not being able to find their own targets, trying to steal our kills, and the rally burns, knocking him down to 406 million might. A crazy hit there, 4.9 million reds, only 1.2 million survive, so that will get mopped up by the rest of the monsters. Down to 391 million might, and you can see the rally from A&E marching in to that hopefully now empty castle. 364 million might as all the solos come walking away in victory, and A&E, find your own targets is the story to that one. But here comes their rally on the empty castle, so brilliant job there, A&E, and just liking that last report, and once again, beautiful work from my amazing SizeMatters. Just having a little sneak peek at the destruction that last rally from Ego caused. 1.1 million T4 cav, 818k T4 inf, and that is absolutely brutal coming in that last hit. And we also got some resource in the end, so 626 million might before SizeMatters YOLO'd him. Labia coming in first, Ego second, Hardy third, and then Ego for the fourth, and the zero was complete. 364 million might, and yet another brutal zero to add to the growing long list of SizeMatters victims. And up next, representing SizeMatters on this one, is the almighty PJC, running a complete YOLO on a 413 million might castle that appears to be offline in research gear. So we're going to spam him regardless of whether we think he's on or off, hoping that even if he is online and waiting, all of that spam is going to make it really difficult for him to get the clean counter. So he's still in research gear, 413 million might. We're going to carpet this one in a little bit also, and he's still in research gear, looking offline. I look back and he's in some pretty average war gear, so not managing to get the cancel in there, but no bother. We still walk home, and this guy is in fact in fury. So regardless of the result here, with the walk back and causing the 1.5 million reds, of course these guys being the monsters that they are, and PJC especially willing to lose those troopers, he will want to go again. And here we go, 15 seconds until the next PJC rally comes storming in, whether this guy likes it or not. And I think I can talk for everyone in SizeMatters when I say in these final seconds it is pretty exciting regardless of the outcome. It's always fun to get these rallies carpeted in and hopefully see the fire burn. This guy is online, we know he could well counter this, but we get the spam in there, and there's his gear, and boom, the fire burns. That is what we like to see, and an awesome job from all of SizeMatters, and especially PJC. 2.8 million reds, a 38 million might drop, and a big rebuild for this guy. And I think for me it must be pretty soul destroying for this individual that he was online and fully up for taking the first rally, and by the second rally, not such a good idea, dropping him down to 366 million might. And a great job from SizeMatters and PJC, of course. So moving on swiftly to the last rally of the evening, my man Ego running this one on a 607 million might castle in Monster Hunt gear with 90 million kills. And this really is a risky one, but we're coming in with enthusiasm as always, ready to lose troopers for the cause once again. And now we are just watching for that gear swap as the Ego Rally is released. Click back on his castle and my jaw hits the floor. Once again, some pretty average gear, not the worst gear in the world. 2 blue cups and a gold blight ring. And he teleports away, obviously very confident. 1.4 million red deads, 29.9 million might loss, and it's hilarious that he thought he could take that one. Absolutely crazy. He was very confident with himself with 2 million of each T4, but you've got no meat. You need more meat if you're going to be capping rallies, and it is just absolutely incredible. A big shout out to Ego for walking through that one. 577 million might we leave him on. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and undoubtedly I will see you soon.